This week matters. Ahead of key inflation numbers in the US and a rate decision from the European Central Bank, crypto markets are bracing for impact. For US traders, all eyes are on upcoming consumer and producer price index releases. These inflation indicators could shift expectations around future interest rate cuts. Bitcoin is already reacting. It recently hit a one-week high above $112,000, with market chatter pointing to hopes of imminent Federal Reserve easing. Markets have largely priced in a likely 25 basis point Fed rate cut later this month. But if inflation surprises to the upside, a cut may be postponed, pressuring crypto prices. Meanwhile, Europe has its own drama. ECB board members have signaled that rates remain unchanged for now. Inflation is near target, and policymakers are watching medium-term stability closely. The ECB's cautious approach matters more than ever. Europe's monetary policy influences crypto largely through global investor sentiment, not just direct Eurozone trading. Crypto is moving in macro waves. As the US releases inflation data, risk-on and risk-off behavior will likely escalate across Bitcoin and altcoins. So let's break the week into two blocks: midweek inflation pressure and the ECB policy aftermath. First up, US inflation. If consumer or producer prices come in higher than expected, that could cool hopes for interest rate relief. Expect pain across crypto. But a soft print, liquidity flows back in fast. Traders will also watch US employment revisions. They either reinforce or erode the case for cuts. Crypto often trades like a leverage multiple on these numbers. Then comes Europe. If the ECB signals rate cuts or shows flexibility, global liquidity could expand. That would give crypto another leg up. But if the ECB stays conservative while the Fed moves more quickly, divergence could create turbulence for global risk assets, crypto included. If the ECB remains restrictive while the Fed eases, investors may increasingly favor assets like Bitcoin, often seen as a macro hedge. We are also watching flows into crypto ETFs. Institutional entries may front-run policy shifts. Think preemptive moves into Bitcoin or Ethereum. Liquidity patterns are extremely sensitive. Minutes matter. A single phrase in central bank language can spark volatility. Here's what to watch closely this week: inflation prints in the US, revised jobs data, the ECB rate announcement, and Bitcoin's reaction around the $110,000 to $112,000 levels. On the altcoin side, sentiment may turn even faster. Ether, Solana, and others tend to amplify macro direction, both up and down. So, this week is not just about technical charts. It's about narrative. Investors must be nimble, because pricing swings with data and central bank sentiment. To wrap up, US inflation data could confirm or delay Federal Reserve easing. The ECB's tone will influence global risk appetite. Crypto prices, especially Bitcoin, will dance to the macro beat. For macro breakdowns that help you stay ahead, keep watching Blockchain Reaction. Like, subscribe, and stay informed.